We are to God the fragrance of Christ. 2 Corinthians 2 verse 15.
Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Talkboy and this is Talk Notes by Talkboy. So if today is the first time you see my face, I'm a fragrance reviewer and I love fragrance. So if you love fragrances like me, why don't you click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and you would always be notified when I upload a new video. Today in the video, I'm sharing 2 spanking new Khadlaj fragrances with you. If you want to know which Khadlaj fragrances I'll be sharing with you, without much ado, let's get into the video. Welcome guys. So today I'm going to be sharing Nuha Vanilla Pearl and Nuha Cherry Blush. But before I talk about these 2 fragrances, if you are not yet subscribed, why don't you click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you are always notified when I upload a new video. Also, like this video because I'm telling you, you're going to love these 2 fragrances. And I would love to know what scent you're wearing today. I am wearing Dior J'adore, the EDT. So I'm going to start with this one here, which is Nuha Cherry. I have these pieces of paper where I'm going to spritz in it. And then good thing is that Khadlaj now writes the notes on the box. So it's on this side. I don't know if you can see. So that makes it easy for me. I'm going to first spritz, and then when I spritz, I would read out the notes. Okay, so yep, this has notes, top notes of cherry, rum, and wine. It has mid notes of jasmine, rose, orris, raspberry, and cedarwood. It has base notes of tonka, labdanum, vanilla, vetiver, musk, and sandalwood. Listen, this is a beautiful scent. First and foremost, I'm going to say that I have never really been a person that enjoys cherry fragrances, but I have a huge stash of cherry fragrance. I feel like I'm in my cherry era. And the reason why I didn't like cherry fragrances was because I have children. They're not young children anymore. But when my children were younger, I found that cough syrups, paracetamol, ibuprofen, antibiotics, everything was flavored with either strawberry, raspberry, or cherry. So somehow, anytime I thought of a cherry scent or the cherry note, I thought of something that was medicinal. I think everybody has that kind of, let me know in the comment section if you've had this experience with cherry. So because of that, I felt like, cherry is a bit, but lately with other cherry fragrances coming out, I'm realizing that no, cherry can be sexy. And so let's get into Nuha Cherry Blush. This starts off with cherry sipped in wine and now sipped in rum. And then it begins to develop, and there's like a strawberry, a raspberry that is put in rose jam. So raspberry rose jam. The orris here keeps the scent very earthy without it being too sweet. The tonka bean in this fragrance keeps it really, rounded and warm. I love the use of musk. Musk also makes it very, very almost powdery at the end. And there's also the use of vetiver, which gives it earthiness. It is an earthy vetiver in this, and there's also vanilla in it. Yeah, there's vanilla. There's also added creaminess from sandalwood. So if I want to talk about this scent, what I can say is think about cherry and sipped inside wine and rum. I remember that there was a chocolate I got Valentine's Day, I can't remember when, many years ago, where if you bit in the chocolate, there was cherry, there was a whole cherry, but if you bit inside the cherry, there would be like a blast of rum or vodka or some kind of alcohol in your mouth. That's what I get from this. And then it comes into where you have the earthy orris and raspberry jam and raspberry rose jam kind of feel in it. It gives it added, viscosity. And then you come to the tonka bean, the vetiver, giving it earthiness. You have vanilla, slight sweetness, not too much. You have musk at the base, making it very powdery. And then you have the sandalwood, tying everything in a bow to make it creamy. This scent is very beautiful. It's a very sexy vixen, like strong woman kind of a scent. I really see this scent to be for date nights wear, because I find that it's so sexy that you may not want to be smelling like this on a day-to-day basis, but if you love to smell like that, why not? But it's very sexy. It's very, it has that, je ne sais quoi to it, but it's really a beautiful scent. It lasts very long. It's quite heavy and viscous. It's very thick. So this scent starts off as a boozy cherry, then becomes a very thick resinous, like raspberry jammy with earthy orris in the middle. And at the base, it begins to get creamy with tonka, with sandalwood, with vanilla to sweeten a bit, and with vetiver to give it earthiness. That's all the scent wrote, but it's very beautiful. I will say that this scent is specifically for women. I find it to be very women based. I don't know if I'm biased because of the red bottle, but I find that this scent, I would say, is a women's scent. It is also, that makes it 100% feminine, not unisex. It's 100% feminine leaning scent. I would say it's for all night, all year round wear, but specifically night wear for women, date night appropriate. You could wear it for brunch with the girls in cooler weather, but it's more nice. I feel like it would be appropriate for date night wear. It has a great projection. It projects at about an arm's length, and you would continually get this projection for about 2 hours of the fragrance. It also fills a room. You definitely will be smelled. It leaves a beautiful scent trail, and it gets you compliments. Like if you wear this, people will wonder what you're wearing. It's an absolute compliment magnet. The thing that I love about Khadlaj fragrances, they are not fragrances that need to macerate. This scent, from the beginning that you get the scent, you can wear it. It doesn't need to sit. It doesn't need to do anything like other Middle Eastern fragrances. I find that even maceration is becoming a thing of the past, because most Middle Eastern fragrances do not necessarily need to macerate. So this is a great one. And then I would say that for longevity, it goes between 7 to 8 hours on skin and a little more on clothing. So that is Nuha Cherry Blush. The next one is going to be Nuha Vanilla Pearl. This one disappointed me a tad bit because I was expecting like a decadent vanilla scent, but I got something better. I'm grabbing my paper to get you the notes. So I'm going to spritz, and then when I spritz, I will tell you the notes. This is what the bottle looked like. It's so pretty, just like the other one. This is rather iridescent bottle, like pearl, giving pearl is very iridescent. I love it. I'm going to spritz it. All right. So for notes, this one has notes of freesia, strawberries, blackcurrant, cashmere, raspberry, magnolia, vanilla, moss, and caramel. Can you see, like, most of the fragrances coming out now, there's a lot of raspberry. Yeah, this had raspberry, that has raspberry. There's also a lot of the cherry and the red berries making a huge, and caramel too. So this one, it starts off very sparkly and iridescent, like the bottle. It's very sparkly, iridescent. There's no champagne notes here. This reminds, immediately I got this and I sprayed it. It reminded me immediately of Care Felicity. Not the same at all, but they have similarities. And that made me think that this is supposed to be inspired by Kayali's Silk Santal. Okay, this is also feminine. So if you're thinking about this, think of like a strawberry dipped in champagne kind of a feel with freesias. Okay, and then the cashmere comes in to give it that flowiness. Like, it's flowy, it's light, it's sparkly, it's airy. That's how the scents begin to get. Like in the beginning, you get the champagne, the bubbles, and the sparkles, and then it flows into the cashmere notes that gives it that bubbliness with the added raspberry to add like the touch of juiciness to it, yet keeping it airy and flowy. And then I go in and then I get a bit of the vanilla. The vanilla keeps it sweetened, and there's also musk in it that keeps it really powdery. And then the caramel, I don't get so much of the caramel. Maybe the caramel here is just slight added sweetness. This scent is not so sweet. It's almost candied, but not too sweet. So think of the scent starting off with sparkly strawberries at the top. And then in the middle, you have the flowy, the light, the breezy, iridescent cashmere that has the raspberries with it, that gives it an added juiciness yet sparkliness to it. And then there's a vanilla There's the musk to keep it powdery yet sweet, and then the caramel comes in to give it sweet, like a candied sparkliness to it. That is what it is. So I understand the pearl. The pearl it does catch it because it's an iridescent, sparkly vanilla, just like the bottle. Iridescent and a sparkly. This scent gives mother of the bride, bridesmaid, sister of the bride. This is appropriate for what you would want to wear for a graduation, a wedding, the court wedding where you're going to sign for your civil wedding, your rehearsal dinner. It has that formalness to it. Where in those situations where you don't want your perfume to be the thing that is drawing attention. The good thing is that this fragrance starts off sparkly at the top, keeps being sparkly in the middle, and then becomes powdery at the bottom. It doesn't change so much from the top middle to the bottom, but it keeps powderiness and fluffiness instead of sparkly brightness that it had in the first two stages. So it does take you on a bit of a journey, but it's much of a fun journey. This fragrance, I'll say, is specifically for women. It's a women scent. It's not unisex in any way. If you love fragrances that are sparkly, girly, you love it. I would say that this is all year long wear, and it does last quite a bit. It does 5 to 6 hours on skin. It does about a bit more on clothes. It projects at about 3/4 of an arm's length. It does leave. The thing is that people will smell you because this scent I have worn twice, and I think it's about here now. The bottle is not too transparent, but I'll say somewhere here. And all the 2 times I've worn it, I've gotten a compliment or two here and there because it smells that good. And I think there's also like a uniqueness to it. It doesn't smell like anything else. Like everybody, so you smell really pretty. The core of what I have compliments that I've gotten on this scent is pretty. You smell pretty, so that's like a pretty girl scent. So that is Nuha Pearl. If you've watched this video to this point and you have not clicked the subscribe button, please consider clicking it and turn on the notification bell whilst you're at it so that you are always notified when I upload a new video. If you also have not liked this video, please consider liking. It does help the algorithm to show that this video is giving value to someone or people. Also, I would like you to tell me your scent of the day. My scent of the day remains J'adore by Dior, the EDT. Thank you for watching this video. I'm definitely going to see you in my next video. As always, stay safe and stay centered.